So I've noticed that people were talking like, Trump should take the money from the millionaires and billionaires he gave tax cuts to and this and that. Look, man, that's par for the course. That's par for the course. Do you actually think that the Democrats are any better? They're not. Go look at my timeline, what I've been saying about the Libertarian Party and the Green Party and how those are going to be the new wave, right? There's a reason why that's going to happen is because we see the game plan here with the Democrats and the Republicans, right? So when I say I expected Trump to be posturing, right? When I'm alluding to that, I should say, in some of my posts, the reason why I was expecting that is because it was all over his face. You could see that he was posturing, that he was saying, Mexico is going to pay for the wall. It's going to be in an indirect fashion, is what he's saying. I don't really care if Mexico pays for the wall. I never have. I don't care about that. Actually, I didn't even vote for Trump because of the wall. The wall became something that I believed in later on down the road. My initial thought during this whole process, really, when it came to Trump, is that I had to choose between him and Hillary Clinton, right? They walled off Gary Johnson. Gary Johnson couldn't even get in the damn debates, right? And there's very few people that are really outraged about that, right? And Gary Johnson could have been a sellout. He didn't even know where Aleppo was in Syria. So how can you even vote for that guy? He's not even versed on what's going on globally, you know. So the whole process has been jacked up from start to finish, right? Now, as far as me saying, like the tax cuts and all that going to him, dude, that's par for the course. I pay $25,000 a year roughly, not including my wife's stuff. I mean, about 25,000 if you look at it in total from my wife and I, somewhere in there about 25,000 annually, and that's sales tax, property tax, income tax, FICA, the whatever the hell it's called, man, the Medicare and Social Security, city tax, county tax, state tax, taxes out the ass. Not to mention if you have to, use toll roads, you have to pay tolls on roads you already taxed for. Look around the Beltway and the easy pass and all that. So I expected it. The middle class has been getting lied to and played like lemmings because they act like lemmings for the better part of half a century. The last time this country tightened its belt was World War II and post World War II. We had a debt to income ratio. We were plus 20%, or we're 120% of what our GDP was annually. So that means everything we made, we owed more than what we made in a year, right? We're cresting that now. We're getting close to that now. We're about 110% in and around thereabouts. So, this country isn't built to tighten its belt. It's a bunch of fucking pansies, dipshits who have allowed themselves to be lied to, both Democrat and Republican. Those are the people who are drinking the fucking Kool-Aid. All right, I've known this for years, for years, and you can look at my timeline and you can search and you can find and you can see the things I was posting in 2014, 2013. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Obama sold you out, right? George Bush sold you out, right? Okay. Clinton, go look at NAFTA and how they, basically just blew the doors off and sent jobs to Canada and to Mexico. Go look at those super predator laws for $5 worth of crack. Okay, in case you don't know how to measure that, it's like half your fucking pinky nail. For that much crack, that little bit of crack, guys are getting 10 fucking years. And most of them were smokers, fucking tweakers. But they got caught with a possession. Who's really lying to you people? Who's really drinking the fucking Kool-Aid? You guys are being contrarian because you're programmed to be contrarian. You're not seeing the benefit from each side of the story here. There are certain things you use Democrats for, and there's certain things that we have to use Republicans for. Why? Because it's I can't believe you guys don't get this. I cannot, for the life of me, I don't understand how you guys don't understand this. They play us like lemmings. Go see my videos. Go see what I'm talking about, man. We have to play into that role. You have to be willing to say, okay, yeah, I'm a lemming. You're right. I don't see the encroachment. I don't see the lies. I don't see the infringement. I don't see any of that stuff. Right? You got to play the fucking role. So right now, I'm super Trump. I'm playing the fucking role. I want the wall built because I know it's going to fucking work. A microcosm of the wall that we're talking about being built was built in fucking Israel and 77 other fucking countries. How do you guys not see this? Israel had 50,000 illegal immigrants in 1 year, built the fucking wall, went from 50,000 down to 100. Then they adjusted the wall and it went to zero over a 3-year span. And this is recent history. This isn't like fucking 1940, 1980. This is recent. 2015, I think they started building the wall. What are you talking about, man? Go read that NDA that I put up on Facebook. And it's a 189-page breakdown of where our threats are coming from. And you got to kind of read between the lines on certain things because they can't call shit out. But you read between the lines, and you'll see the southern border. You'll see Mexico as a main supplier. The stuff is coming from Afghanistan into Mexico somehow, into South America, and it's being funneled up through the fucking southern border. And there's going to be some fentanyl. There's fentanyl issues that are coming also from the northern border. I'm okay with that too. Lock that bitch down while you're at it. Same with our imports and exports. Lock that shit down. I'm cool with it. Let's see where it's coming from. They build it fast. They won't have time to adjust. They won't have time to adjust their route. So you build it fast enough, you're going to see the drop off. And you'll see exactly which cities, when that price of that street price rises, you're going to see exactly who you're blocking off from that border wall. What cities were being affected by that. And then you say, okay, these are rising. Now let's see how they're funneling here and here. There's ways to bottleneck this thing. But the problem is people are lacking the mental memory, the retention here to kind of put the pieces together. Okay, mentally people are detached. You're so partisan. All of you are so partisan, far right and far left. You've dug yourself into your trenches and you can't come out to see the good in the other. This is why the Libertarian Party is going to grow. All those people on the far right are creating a bubble here for the to be filled by the Libertarian Party. It's going to be the same thing with the Green Party on that side. Think of it as like the standard political model is linear, right? You have center left, center right, and then you have over here on the fucking fringes. What do you have? What do you have over here on the fringes, right? You have that void where all of these people are now running to. They're filling that void, and it's weighing down that standard, that linear political model, and it's weighing it down, and those two overlap. It's going to bend that down, and now the political model is no longer a standard linear type. It is circular. It's more like a pie chart, and you could even see out of Venn diagram how there's like an overlap with those barbells, man. Okay, where those fringe right and fringe left. If you look at the fringe right and the fringe left, you see an overlap of what they fucking agree on. It's easy to see, right? The moment that the people with all of the energy and all of the momentum in this country, the far left and the far right, stop acting like fucking dumbasses, stop acting like fucking children, and understand that you can get 80% of what you want done because the other side fucking agrees with you. There are certain hard issues that can be negotiated on, but the rest of it can be done. Clean water. Who the hell is against that? Right? When you look at social progression, libertarians don't give a shit about it. The Green Party doesn't give a shit about it. Nobody. I don't care if you marry a fucking tree. I don't care. Lower my property taxes. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's where I'm at with it. You guys are you're missing the forest because of the trees. You're micro, not macro. Okay. You have to be willing to play these fucking people because they don't give a fuck about you. Get what you can out of the left and then vote for the right when you need to as well until you get rid of this duopoly. There's a duopoly on our political system right now. Period. Republicans and Democrats own it. Understand the Gang of Eight and how that works. You guys are just, you're driving me nuts. The wall will work. Support the wall because it's the right thing to do. It gives us a barrier, a physical barrier. Go look at the UN studies for what's going to happen to the world by 2050 if we don't get our population under control, our population growth. I'm talking about globally. We're going to be into 10 billion people, 11 billion people by 2050. We'll need, if these countries continue to modernize, you're going to need 5 to 6 planet Earths. That means we got to get 6 times what this planet can produce out of it in order to feed these fucking people. What do you think's gonna happen? It's World War Z, motherfucker. This is the precursor. This is the genesis. Wake the fuck up.